Hey, and welcome to Tiberius Station, map 6 of Lunar Apocalypse in Duke Nukem 3D. So, here's the thing with Tiberius Station. It's one of those levels where it's quite fun to play through, but there's nothing hugely remarkable about it. And I think that when you look out here, the first thing you notice is that we're actually on the moon now. So we've actually made our way across these space stations. We've actually landed on the surface of the moon, which is a pretty nice change of pace. We're going to quickly run inside of here. You need to hit the switches and move fast if you want to get inside to grab all the goodies in there. So you can see that's the armory. So if we want to open that big door in the middle, we've got to hit the switch up here. That's the light switch, as you can see. You can also see there's a bunch of air ducts and air vents around, which we can use to navigate the level in other ways as we move forward here. Let's take care of these as we see them. So if we come inside here, we kill all these annoying little things, and then we grab the health and the armor. But then we also go into the middle here and grab ourselves a portable med kit, which will be very useful on this level. So the first thing you'll notice here is that there's a mirror, and it allows us to see round the corner. We're going to use a pipe bomb to get rid of those guys. So you can see Duke here. One thing I do like about this level is that it does feel very much like a cool little space base to explore, because the vents allow you to kind of approach it in a number of different ways, and there are a few shortcuts that allow you to kind of make your way through the level quicker if you want to. I'm going to get rid of that turret there. So you can see there's a lot of these things crawling towards us here. That is one of the annoying things about these space-based levels. There's quite a few of these tucked away in the air vents, and we have to be very careful about getting rid of them because they can become a nuisance. Didn't mean to use the steroids there, but hey, you know, it's not like I'm going to use them anywhere else. Use that to refill your health if you need to. So you can see there's a vent there, and a lot of these are crawling out to get to us. Now, we want to come over here because there's a few things inside here that we want to get our hands on. We did grab the blue key card, so we can progress in the level if we really want to. Oh nice, we got a Ripper. So there's the Devastator here, but there's also the Atomic Health, which is very nice indeed. We're going to take care of these Octo Brains that have just spawned in. You can see that, you know, this level design, it's not totally linear. There are options in the way that you can approach these different areas if you know where you're going. You can see that we're blocked from going any further in the level for now. I think the air ducts are used very well in Lunar Apocalypse because they're kind of sprawling, they're kind of labyrinth-like, but there's a lot of goodies inside if you go poking your head looking around, so it's kind of important that you don't skip out on going into the air vents. So you can see there's a tripwire. Now, interesting fact, if you go into that air vent where all those things are coming out of, you can actually skip to the end of the level because the exit area is not sealed off, because this is in the final sector. Oh, let's get rid of that. So you can actually finish this level without having to do any of the blue door or the red getting the red key card. And as you can see, you can't actually jump up to it. You need a jetpack, or you need to jump on an enemy's head. What you can do though is jump up here, and while we can't go inside the red door here, as you can hear, we have woken up a bunch of enemies inside there. You can go in the back way of the blue door without actually using the key card. Ow. So you can see, definitely can't get up there. get rid of these guys. Ow, thanks for that. I'll take that. So you can see we're going to use the toilet here to get some health back. Yeah, imagine taking a peek, looking out on that view. So you can see we can look around the corner here and see that there's a few enemies and a few explosives that we have to deal with. Get rid of that turret. I do like how the mirrors are used in Duke Nukem 3D. So we can grab the RPG here. Never a bad weapon to have in an absolute pinch. Can get rid of a lot of enemies very quickly. So, get rid of all these enemies over here. So this room's kind of interesting because in the middle there's a little bridge here that we use this switch to bring together. And there's a pool of toxic water down beneath us which we have to jump into to get the red key. Let's take care of these guys. You can see a lot of the enemies are coming from inside the toxic water. Freeze you guys and get rid of you. Nice. So you can see this actually takes us back to that bridgeway that we were at earlier on. If you have some explosives, you can put a hole in this wall here. And you can also destroy the bridge partially, which is pretty fun. We've got ourselves a jetpack now. Now, with that, we can actually go straight to the exit, but I'd rather play through normally here. You can see the red key card is right there. Now normally I don't come this way. I'll be very open and honest about this. Normally I don't bother coming this way. I just kind of head for the exit because I'll save a jetpack specifically to get through this level without having to come in here. But, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a secret in here. I think there's a secret. I think there's at least 2 secrets in here where you can get some atomic health. Wonder where they are. Ah, well, they're not important secrets anyway, but do know that you can get some atomic health in here. Let's see if it's in here. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. I remember there being like there's at least one of those rooms in here with the atomic healths in. But it doesn't really matter. We can just head for the end of the level. But it's a nice little compact level, this one. Quite unremarkable, but ultimately it's not the worst thing to say about a Duke Nukem level, let's be honest. So what we're going to do here, we're actually not going to go in through the red door. I'm going to show you the side entrance that we were discussing earlier on. So we're going to go make sure we picked up all the goodies for the weapons. Oh, right, you can see that that's opening up over there. So as soon as we touch down on this part here, that wall opens up over there. See if I can trigger this right. Oh, let's go. See, you can't just fly over it, you've actually got to land on it. You see, you can't run around to get to it because it's only open for a few seconds. So you see, it opens and closes like that. Come on. There you go. So inside here there's an RPG, which, not the best secret in the world, but, you know, I wanted to get in here and just show you how that secret works, because it's quite an interesting secret, because it basically relies on you being stood over here to trigger it. So inside here there's a battle lord, as you can see. Now, of course I'm going to do my absolute best to not fight the battle lord fairly. So So I've just blown up those explosives over there. Now, what's interesting about the end of this level is that you can't actually just walk up to the exit door and open it, because it's actually locked from the other side. You actually have to go in through a vent, which is over here.
Come get some.
If you want to get to the end of the level. So let's have a quick look around here. So you see, this brings us into the end of the level here. There's a switch at the side there that lets you open the exit door, and that's Tiberius Station on the PC. So like I said, it's a fun level, don't get me wrong. It's well designed, and it's got a few interesting little ideas, including the fact that towards the end of the level there's multiple ways you can approach that final room. I will say, however, that it's not a hugely memorable one for me. It's kind of just here among the levels, which is a bit of a shame, because I just think that's the nature of the second episode, that some of the levels just kind of bleed into each other, and this is one of those. But now we're going to take a look at Tiberius Station on the N64, and it's a testament to Eurocom and the team that put this N64 port together. These levels are very faithful, and the fact is that, you know, that was not a guarantee when these versions of the games would come out on these consoles, because sometimes they'd make a lot of changes, as we've seen with the Saturn version of Duke Nukem 3D. But as you can see, we stare out into the bleak blackness of the N64 space void, and it looks back upon us. So the worst thing I can say about this is that it's the same level, basically. The thing with a lot of these levels is that they carry over pretty accurately at this stage. There's not really that much that's been added to make these space levels in particular feel different. It is noteworthy though that we get the expander, which is a weapon that I haven't really made use of in this playthrough, just because I find it a bit finicky to use. You'll also notice they got rid of the mirror there, so unfortunately Duke can't look at himself in this version, outside of a few choice locations where there are actually mirrors. So we'll take out this enemy here. Quite a few enemies in this area, isn't there? Just here to chip away at my health. So I'll use my foot here. I prefer doing it that way than kind of trying to hit them with a pistol, because they can jump up to the roof and they can just take a bit more time than is really necessary to get rid of them. You know, wait for this one to come off the roof here. So this one was looking for me actively. So we're going to take out his friend up here so they don't feel lonely. Grab the blue key there, grab the shotgun. Make sure we kill a few of these guys. So we got some shrink ray ammo here, which means we can use the expander or the shrink ray now. It's interesting that they brought that across from the 4th episode of Duke Nukem 3D on the PC. Namely because that obviously wasn't in the first 3 episodes of Duke Nukem 3D. And it's kind of interesting to see it being put back in, like retroactively in these versions. You also have to be very quick with this door. If you're not super quick, you can kind of get messed over by the timings. You're always kind of hoping that one of them will drop an SMG, because the SMG in my opinion is the MVP of this game. There is an air duct in that room, but honestly you can't really make use of it right now because it's kind of sealed off because of the different sectors in this level. Once you've opened the blue door and the red door, it opens up, but it's really not worth kind of bothering with at this stage. Okay, so I forgot about that. I forgot completely about that tripwire there, so, you know, don't do as I do there. Excuse me, I was busy managing my inventory. So no, sadly none of these have dropped the SMG for me. It's what I really wanted out of them. So you can see that you can still destroy this bridge in this version. It is possible to still jump over the gap. I always find it interesting that the Battle Lord can see you through that door there. He doesn't wait for you to come through the door. He actually can see you through the door. Not sure if that's a glitch or not, but it is pretty fun to play around with that. So I'm actually going to come in backwards through this blue door here. So normally we go around the way we did in the PC version with the blue keycard and coming through the front door, but you can actually jump up and come through the back door, grab this jetpack, and then sort of, oh, that hurt, approach this room from the other direction, which is pretty cool. I like it when you're given options like that. Even though it's not that big an option, it's nice to know it's there. Going to make good use of the shrink ray here. So you see, you can open the blue door from this side as well. So I'm assuming there's going to be a grenade launcher in the wall there, because they don't have the RPG as in the same weapon slot, so I imagine that it's just been swapped out there. Lovely. Please don't die. I do like how the N64 version does go out of its way to be as faithful as possible, while also kind of adding its own little sprinkles of detail here and there. Excuse me, I'm trying to do my business in here. Do you mind? You can see there the mirror's gone as well. They obviously felt that this level was too much of a handicap on the hardware to have the mirror rooms behind the mirrors. That's how mirrors work in Duke Nukem 3D. They're not real mirrors, they're kind of just fake rooms where things kind of flipped around so it looks like a mirror. But I know there's a portable med pack here, which I really want to make use of. We've got the access card there. Just want to see if I can find this secret room. Someone in the comments is going to tell me where this is. But with a lot of these levels, I actually tried to come back in as blind as possible because I want to kind of re-experience the levels, and if I watch walkthroughs, it kind of takes away some of the things that might surprise me again or sort of intrigue me, I don't feel like I don't give a genuine reaction if I don't actually, you know, play things blind. And I know that annoys some people, but that's just how I approach these playthroughs. So let's see if we can see the Battle Lord in here. Oh, there he is. Okay, we're not taking him on head on. If we fight him there, he's literally just going to destroy me. So you can hear that secret is still the same in this one. Oh, we got plasma ammo. I'm wondering if we can shrink him down here. I don't think I can from this angle. I think I need to get rid of... Oh, see how much health he takes off. Like, even if you're just getting close to him, he can do a lot of damage very quickly. Gotta be careful because the grenade launcher can blast back on me very harshly. I don't know if I want to use the grenade launcher, to be honest. See if I can get rid of him with the pistol here. I know this is a very cheesy way of doing this fight, but you know, I really don't want to die and have to redo this level. Oh, lovely. Excellent. So let's get rid of these pods over here. So it's the same way that the PC version ends, except there's two babes here. I assume that they die when we blow up those barrels in the PC version. And you can come in from this side, so Can turn the lights on. Can't actually get out through the doors again. It's a very interesting design choice to actually have the exit door kind of non-openable from this side. You have to actually come in. It kind of gives the ending to this level a bit of a unique flavour. There you go. And that's how you do it if you do it straight away. But honestly, Tiberius Station, nothing wrong with it. It's a very fun level. It kind of suffers a bit, in my opinion, from being in among a bunch of levels that feel very similar. Oh wow, let's make use of this. We don't actually get to use this gun very often, so it might actually be worth... Oh, I really don't want it. I really don't want to die here. I think the problem with this level is more that it kind of falls into a bunch of levels that kind of all have a very similar feel to each other. And that's kind of the problem with when you have space levels that are kind of well designed like this. They can all kind of blend into one big sort of blur of a level. But honestly, for me, I don't hate this one. I think it's a really fun little experience, and I think that it's definitely, while not among the best in Lunar Apocalypse, I think it's definitely not in the worst. I think it's somewhere in the upper middle tier. But what do you think of this level? Let me know in the comments, and thank you very much for watching.